Healthy people always say, my body is a temple. Well, I just came from the doctors and it turns out my body is a haunted house. Welcome to Shave&Butcher, where it is time for Tabac Tmonday. It's going to be a tabac shave. Tabac comes in these porcelain little containers and they smell like tobacco flower. And it's going to be an all German shave today because tabac is German and the aftershave is also tabac, so it's German. The razor is alright, it's this little thing. It's Edelweiss by Böker, or it's also pronounced Böker by people who don't speak German. So this is Böker. Turn on the lights, shall I? That's a bit better. So it has a bit of a stamp there, or etching on the blade, and this is mother of pearl. I don't know if it's genuine, but anyway, here we go. Small hollow ground razor, very nice. Shavemac, 28mm bulb, pretty thick and dense, badger. And voila, that's the setup. It's a lovely Monday morning or Tmonday, I guess, in old Sweden. The sun is shining. It's reasonably warm, and I think it's going to be a nice day. Working from home this morning, and then afternoon we'll be in the office. So that's a pretty nice mix, I think. It's been a while since I did tabac. See if we get enough soap in the knot. This is a badger knot, and it's quite dense, which means you need to load properly in order to have enough. I have a few days of growth. You know, I let it grow during the weekend. You know, slumming it a bit. It's nice. Sometimes I've been working outdoors, I was going to say doing construction work, but that's a big word. We've been recycling, what do you say? I don't know what you call it. Wood that you use outdoors for decks and stuff, where you put nasty chemicals in it under pressure so that it doesn't rot outside. Treated wood? I don't know. What is it called in English? I do not know. But anyway, the little patio is coming along nicely. It's nice and crooked. We had guests over, and the man of the family, first thing he did when he went out the car, he looked at it and said, "Wow, is that going to withstand a storm?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't know, maybe not. But we won't be sitting there if there's a storm, so if it falls down, that's quick lathering, isn't it? I don't know if it's any good, but it's quick. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. And if it falls down, we'll build it up again. It's not the most stable thing because of the foundation, but I did it quick and dirty, so we'll see. It's good fun anyway. Here we go. So this is my first and only Böker, or Böker, but it is Böker. And it's brilliant. I'm not so sure. It's not as hydrated as it usually is. It's plenty good enough, but you have to do this to get the boom. So if I had spent another 2 minutes at it, it would have been dropping off the razor, but that doesn't affect the shave one bit. Oops. When a man holds a straight razor and he says oops, it's usually not a good sign. Yeah, a bit of a quick shave because I am busy, I gotta get going. And most of the time when I'm in a rush, these days I take a DE actually. Yes, I could have gone with the Mercure Progress. Progress, is that German? Or maybe not, maybe it's English. Yeah, the leather is a tiny bit dry, so I had to help it off the blade. But anyway, I felt like doing a straight shave as usual and using this one. So here we are. So Böker is from Solingen. It's a little town in Germany where a lot of razors and these are still made. You know, it used to be, probably still is, a bit of a steel capital. So you have Solingen in Germany, you have Sheffield in the UK, you have Eskilstuna in Sweden, and you have Thiers in France, probably others too, but those are the ones I know where, you know, steel is produced. Guess Solingen, yeah, and there is a tradition of making things out of steel. So cutlery, knives, razors, nail clippers, you know, anything good and sharp made out of steel. So we had the NHL draft where my team, the Montreal Canadiens, picked Yuri Slavkovsky, who's a Slovak player, and I was a surprise to most people because most of the talks before the draft has been around Sean Wright. Who's been, you know, most experts' number one tip to go first overall for years. But he went fourth. And he was not a happy camper. I mean, he tried to look okay about it, but he wasn't. He's been saying himself that, yeah, I deserve to go first overall, love Montreal, it's gonna be great. Really took it for granted. And then he went fourth. Wow. And he made some tweets afterward, which were a bit childish, you know. He said he had what's the expression, a chip on his shoulder for the 3 teams that didn't pick him, that went before Seattle Kraken, who did pick him as number 4. And, you know, come on. He's got quite a bit to prove. And he'll probably be great. But there's no such thing as, you know, demanding to be picked as number 1. Was it a good choice by the Canadians? And time will tell. Draft is, you know, it's a bit of a lottery. The Canadians lately doesn't have a great track record for their first pick. We will see. Nice, noisy razor, isn't it? Yeah, and then the European Cup football for women has started. That's interesting. It's getting more attention than usual, I think, in a lot of countries. Big sport, over 70,000 spectators in the first match, which was England playing at home in Manchester. Sweden's playing in Sheffield, by the way. So that should be a lot of fun. You know, when it comes to the national teams, I actually prefer the women. Probably because they're much better and have a much better chance at winning than the men do, because the men, to be honest, aren't all that great, and the competition obviously is fierce. But women's football is good fun. Entertaining. Good personas. So looking forward to that. Sweden drew against the Netherlands in the first game, which was okay. But now we have to win to be sure to qualify for the quarterfinal, which I think we will. That was a beautiful shave. Beautiful. Very, very nice. What a great day to start, great way to start the day, isn't it? You know, I usually shave at night, but today was in the morning. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Famous last words. Something horrible might just happen, you never know. There you go, plenty of aftershave. Bit of a burn, good burn in the little cuts I have in my hands from construction work. These hands are used to office work, so it doesn't take much for them to crack. There we go, that was the shave. Thanks for watching, have a great week. At least try and survive the week. And if you're lucky, it'll be good. Have some good shaves on me. See you soon. Stay sharp.